clean my camera. Oh, hold on. What's going on? What's going on? Oh shoot. Wait a minute. Hey, uh, wait. I just seen something. What? Let's see. Orientation is locked. What the heck does this mean? Look at my messy room. I don't know what this means. Anywho, what's going on, y'all? Not the real Will Smith. And another for your mammy. Hey, this is an update video. And the reason why I'm making this update video is YouTube algorithm states that you need to at least have an hour-long video so that watch views can be based off of that one video. So I noticed in the past I've had hour videos, but when I go to edit them and things like that, it I would edit them down to like 45 minutes because I take out stuff that I don't need. So I have two of my longest videos are both like 40, 45 minutes a piece, but all of the video that I filmed was probably like an hour to an hour and 30, so I cut out a lot of stuff. So, like I said, we're just doing an update video, kind of like a mukbang. I won't really say that because I'm eating too, but I'm gonna chat with you guys while I eat and while I clean up this messy room because I've been extremely busy this week. Mm, mm. So I'm actually eating a double, a McDouble with bacon on it and onions and mayonnaise and ketchup and something else. I forgot, but it's okay. It's not nothing crazy. But it got me by. Today I went to Carmax and I was looking at some vehicles. If you guys are wondering why I went to Carmax or what's going on, if you guys are OG subscribers, you guys know that back in November I bought a 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit, and I don't think you guys know, I recently got rid of my Toyota Corolla after owning it almost 10 years. This year and August would have been 10 years, so I had almost 10 years. And the reason why I got rid of the Toyota is because it's been causing me a lot of issues being up north. It's not really meant for the cold. It's not meant for the snow either. And financially, it was costing me too much money, even though it's paid for, even though gas is cheaper to put in there and it takes premium, but it's a 11-gallon tank. It's very small. But it was costing me a lot of money maintenance wise because I was putting more money into it than what my car note on the Jeep is. Um, Last things I did before I sold it is new tires in the front, new brakes, new engine mounts, transmission mounts, serpentine belt, tensioner pulley, headlights, tail lights, well, the bulbs, they all went out. I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. Oh, mass airflow sensor and throttle body. Replace that. And because I'm up here in New York where all the salt, they got this like salt mud mix. I had my man Manny when he was last working on the Toyota. I lifted up in the air and I kind of just rust proofed it. Sprayed some inhibitor on all of the parts that could rust, mainly my exhaust because it's a custom exhaust. So this all happened within last year. Like I've done all this stuff within last year, and the car was approaching 220, I believe. It has, if that, if not that, over 200. I mean, excuse me, 320,000. I know for sure that at least has 320. So I did all of that work just because at that time, before I got my Jeep in November, that was my daily driver. And it got me to Missouri for my training, from North Carolina to Missouri, and it got me from Missouri all the way to New York. So it did its thing. It did its thing. I guess it was just tired on flash straw, and it didn't want to cut on. So I had to go to the, not the dealership, but the mechanic plenty of times. And for me, it's not worth it going to the dealership because, again, they say 2007, no warranty on it. over 300,000 miles. No one's going to insure it, minus my insurance company, but no one is going to want to warranty the vehicle for parts or anything. Like, it's just not feasible. It's not. So, yeah, I just, what do you call it? I let it go. So, I sold it through this website. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. It's called Vroom, Vroom. And what they do is they take vehicles, they sell vehicles. They're like a Carvana, just not as well known. And I was initially going to sell it and get another vehicle, but I wound up just selling it. I got a check for it. Oh, excuse me. Sold it for a pretty good price too. I think based on the used car market, I got a very fair deal. So I'm happy with it for sure. Um, but when I was stuck with the Jeep, and that's kind of where the other news comes in. So Jeep Summit that I got has a V6 engine in there, and those V6 engines are just known, y'all, just known for overheating. And I knew that buying the truck. Like, I looked and I seen that I would have overheating issues. And I got some work done to it right when I purchased it. Then still had some overheating issues. Then I was going back and forth with the dealership I bought it from in Maryland. Not gonna put them out there, but I was working in New York, and it was just hard for me to go back and forth with a vehicle that's overheating. Like, why'd you drive overheated vehicle? So I had the thought in my mind after like 3 months of owning the truck just to like trade it in for something else, trade it in for something better, or just trade it in for something economical. And I decided on trading it in for something economical, not necessarily better, because I don't think for the options I have in that truck that there's anything better that's gonna be in that price range. So we had like heated seats, cooled seats, navigation, panoramic sunroof, push start, adjustable suspension, it's air suspension, 20-inch I think wheels. I have Jordan slotted rotors all the way around. Has a sport mode, which is crazy, and it even has a rear entertainment system, y'all. Like, that entertainment system is the truth. I watch straight out the Compton in the back, and you can even watch it on the front. So it has like the two screens. If you ever like been in a Dodge or a Jeep, they have Uconnect systems, and what do you call it? The TVs. They're on the back of the seats, and they flip up, and you're able to watch whatever it is that you need to. But the only thing is like the DVD players in the front where the center console is, and it takes up half of the center console. So I mean, you can deal with that. The Jeep has so much like space for like like crazy stuff. Like, you'll be fine. So yeah, like I said, it's a beautiful vehicle. I love it. It's right on the outside. It's like a not really a burgundy, but it's not really a hot like a bright red either. It's kind of in between those. And the interior is black. I did want the Summit, but you guys really know I really wanted the SRT. But even used SRTs, it's out my price range right now. I can't afford it right now. And then with the way my credit is, I want to get my credit a little higher. So that way, A, I don't have to put as much down, and B, my payments aren't as high. So the plan was for me, yes, I want to put money down on it, but I don't want to be at the expense of the lender. I want to be able to like, hey, I put down 6K, and then the payments are maybe for SRT probably looking like 700, 800 bucks. That is okay. As long as the vehicle itself is not over like 55, 60K, I think that's a good price. I think it's a very good price. So, dang, my little light died, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. So yeah, that's what I want to do in the future. So because the truck itself was having overheating issues, it was first it was a radiator, then it was the not the water pump, but the thermostat. Thermostat was replaced, radiator was replaced. Still having overheating issues. A mechanic said it could be the oil cooler. The oil and the coolant run through this little cooler line. Could be that that's leaking. And like it right now it's better. It's not the best. So what it's doing is vaporizing coolant. So I have to like top it off, and I have to like pay close attention to the electronic temperature sensor gauge thingy. I think that's working pretty well. because like when the car did get hot, remember one time I seen smoke coming out of the radiator, pulled over and the car was extremely hot. Like it was like running 235 like Fahrenheit, and that's bad. Your engine should not be running that hot because it could potentially blow. So I want to protect the investment that I'm financing. So I just didn't drive it like that. I was using extended warranty to get it towed and get this, that, and the third done. But even though I don't directly have to pay for any of the bills, it's annoying because I go back and forth between New York and North Carolina, New York, North Carolina, back and front, back and forth, back and forth. I don't feel that it's worth me having to worry about if this car is going to overheat or not. It did really good today. Today was like about 65, 67 degrees. It did really, really good today. Honestly, this is the first time that the truck has ran normal since since I got it actually. Like it went all the way from here to Carmax. It didn't overheat and came all the way back and didn't overheat. And I think it's just the heat itself. Like when it's cold, that truck, man, that's so stupid. It overheats. There's no heat coming out of the heater core, and I have to like give the truck some gas just to have the coolant flow through to the heater core. But other than that, like I said, the truck itself is a good truck. Like I said, for 2014, it is loaded. I have the option right underneath the SRT, so you can't get a higher trim without jumping to the SRT, which is the V8 trim. And then it's the Trackhawk, of course. So, which came out way later. Trackhawk wasn't even out in 2014, I don't think so. It was just SRT8. Yeah. So, again, you guys know, you guys are OGs of the channel. That is the ultimate goal for me to get a SRT Jeep Grand Cherokee. I think those look so good. And I avoid the maintenance of like a Trackhawk, like the Supercharger. Superchargers are nice. They look good. They sound good. The body kits on those Trackhawks are beautiful. But me, kind of fairly simple. I am a car head, but fairly simple. And I just want my Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. So I was a little sad though because I was about to really trade that thing in today. That my Jeep. His name is Clifford. I was really about to trade that joint in, but I didn't. I did not trade it in. I waited, and I'm glad because the deals that they were giving me on like trading in for like this used car I was looking at was like it wasn't a good deal. Plus, it really wasn't a vehicle that I wanted. So I love Carmax. That's where I went. But that vehicle wasn't a good deal for me. I don't think it would be a good trade off. I got a decent amount for my truck, like as far as like getting it appraised and looking at the payoff amount. It was a very good deal, but just I was it was a big downgrade me leaving the Jeep and going to this vehicle that wasn't worth it, but the payments were almost as much as my truck. That's not worth it to me. So I'm gonna wait, get my credit up a little bit more, pay on some other things. I do have some debts and things like that. Nothing crazy. I think not kind of student loans. I have less than maybe 2K in debt, and that's not even credit cards. Yeah, it's just stuff that I just need to pay that I see on my credit report. And I'm definitely gonna handle that with my Forex account for sure. Just building that up as well. So we're gonna be on here for about an hour, guys. We are at 13 minutes and 45, so almost at the quarter mark. So you guys just gonna chill with me. While I clean up. I said update video. Hmm. What else about me? Um, I mean personal life, like single, no children. I was adopted, and my nephew is my world. Henry. Shout out to Danny as well. You know, but first nephew that I legit grew up with and took care of was Henry. That man is my world. So if he's watching this or if he does in the future, he knows this for sure. Like, that's my boy. Like I don't have no children, but if I did, he'd be the closest one to it. Got my phone to stand. Kind of got thirsty, guys. Keep the Canada shirt. Yeah. You guys see my messy room? We'll explain that in a second. lip gloss. Anyways, if you guys are familiar with the Fort Drum area, Fort Drum from Canada is about maybe 30 minutes away. We're right there at the border. If you guys look on the map, you'll see, like, you type in Fort Drum and then you like zoom out in New York, you'll see the line from Canada. But I didn't get this shirt directly from Canada. Actually, one of my old guys I used to be real close with, his name is Rafi. Ooh, his name is Rafael Pineda, and he got it for me, and he also got me. Dang, I remember this right here, and it says Toronto on it. So I'm assuming this is a building. You guys know, if you don't know, hopefully the camera zooms in. I'm on my iPhone 7, guys. So much to talk about. But yeah, he got this for me too, and it says Toronto on it. He's a good dude, good dude. And I love the way this joint fits because it's kind of like sport fit. So like it's long enough here, it's not too tight here, and then it cups the arm pretty well. So I like it, and it feels good. This quality of the shirt is like A1. I've had it for like probably 2 3 years. Um, but yeah, so number one, we are on this iPhone 7 because my XS Max, which is where I record all my videos at, actually broke a little bit, like on the side of the camera. Not the camera part, but the front screen. I had like little black dots. I don't know what you guys call that, but they were spreading, and it got to the point where like half my screen wasn't working. So I eventually just sold it. They had these little Eco ATM boxes. If you guys want to look it up online, like Eco ATM, and you can find them like throughout the U.S. and they recycle phones. And my XS Max that I had that was all cracked up on the back, semi work, they gave me $150 for them. So that's like kind of half of what it would cost brand new. But at that point, I might as well get an 11. But it was a good deal. So if you guys have like old phones you guys want to get rid of, yeah, take that joint to the Eco ATM. Like I got like I think iPhone 5 or a 6. I think I had an iPhone 5 over there, like a little itty bitty joint. And I'm definitely gonna take that too. I'm gonna keep this as my backup phone because it's always been a backup phone whenever the phones I have would break. And then I'll get me probably an 11. That's the goal in the summertime, not right now. We're gonna see how my bills look, because it's not something that's so like utmost important. The only thing is that this phone has a 16 gig storage space, so like I can't record actual videos on here because I have other apps on here as well that I do need, like my banking, my emails, and I use this as a work phone. So certain apps that I absolutely do need on here on a daily basis, which takes up majority of my space. So yeah, um, yeah, trying to think. Yeah, so iPhone 11 will hopefully we'll see. Maybe my Forex account will grow, and then from there I can, yeah, do that. I want to see. Are we good? 18. All right. Yeah, yeah. Just make sure we good. I don't want my phone to die or anything. So what's some other updates with me? Jeep Grand Cherokee. Spoke a little about personal life. Uh, military life. I started as a contractor doing sleeper and stuff, and then I switched over to full uniform just because the benefits are better. So it's called Seaburn with inspection, and you can actually find that online. If you guys have any questions about that, guys confused about that, definitely DM me. I can explain that in my Instagram DMs, ntr underscore Will Smith. But it was something someone talked to you guys about. What was it? Mo, yeah. So the reason why my room is like an absolute mess, like Mula, if you're watching this, you already know, like I'm, it's a disgrace. But I had a garage in North Carolina. Had a little garage just for the Toyota, but the Toyota I wound up bringing it down to New York and never brought it back. So I was paying like $140 a month for that garage, which had like a little bit of stuff left in there, which is all this stuff down here. Little bag there. Oh, that too. That all stacked up right there. Doot doot doot. That came out of storage. So I wound up bringing all of that stuff down here with the Jeep. Shout out to Clifford because that Jeep had more space than you think. It's humongous in there. And I brought everything out of the storage unit so I could close it. Like I said, it's $140 a month that I'm paying for a vehicle. I mean, for a space that the vehicle's not even in. Like I could have smaller storage units for like 60, $70. Probably not out here in New York, but North Carolina, like storage units, you get them like a lot cheaper. The cheapest ones I've seen like 35, $40, but those like outside units. And mine's an outside unit because it was a garage, but it was pretty regulated. Like I didn't have any issues with like rodents or bugs or anything like that. Uh-oh, I just got a signal. I don't know if you guys are into Forex, um, but I follow my guy Lewis, who actually deals with US 30. I learned a lot from him on how to trade US 30 as well as he has like an actual signals group chat. So I have a brokers who puts you in and out of trades, not to like get off subject. But I have a broker just for my US 30, and then I have a different broker for like my actual trading, like bot, and then I have another broker where I trade on my own. So I have three different brokers for three different trading accounts that I'm doing on the side. We're trying to get monetized here, so that'll be another stream of income. And then because I'm active duty here, I'm actually an E5 Sergeant Seaburn Kim 74 Delta here. That's another bag. So I'm trying to get myself right, guys, because this year we traveling. Me and my boys traveling. Me and my nephews. We're gonna travel together, both of them. Um, that's my ultimate goal this year. At least go. Maybe I'm gonna go to Disney World. I haven't been, I've been to Universal, but never Disney World. So that's the goal. We do like a 4 or 5 day pass where we're able to see everything, and it's gonna be lit. So, but yeah, I get off subject. That is that. So, saving $140 from the storage unit. I sold the Toyota, so I took the Toyota for my insurance. I'm saving about 50, $60 from that. So that's great. And then my insurance went down from 140 to like 122, 123 or something like that. And it's time for me to renew. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna still stay with my insurance company I'm with now, which is Progressive, or just call my insurance. I have like insurance agents that like look for like cheapest insurance for me and go from there. Cause the Jeep, I think for fully being fully financed and being what it is, like $122 for that Jeep is not bad. And I had accidents in the past, but they don't show up on the report. They're like over 3 years old, so like it doesn't add insurance points. So that's good. Just trying to save money while making money. Just because you make more money doesn't mean you need to like fill in the blanks to spend more money. You want to be able to make more money without spending as much, so you have maximum profit. Maximum profit. But don't get that confused. Definitely, for sure, spend what you've invested. Invest in you. Spend money on yourself, but just be smart and cognizant. You never know what can happen. Always put money to the side for emergencies. So I always tell people, money and savings isn't necessarily saving money because what if you spend it now you have nothing there. But if you're investing money, you have always a constant flow of income coming in and going out. You know, um, and the number one thing that everyone should strive for is residual income. That is why I'm here on social media with you guys. I'm here YouTubing, and that's why I do, my forex on the side, because those are my residual incomes. That's what I'm gonna have when the army is no more for me, and when any job is no more. Like that's gonna be there. So, uh, um, let's see, let's see. Guess you guys can sit with me while I try to sort through this stuff. This guys really was off the fly. Definitely off the fly. I don't have anyone watching me right now, but trust me, one day, one day I'm gonna have someone watch. A whole bunch of people watch. They're gonna ask me a whole bunch of questions. And I'm just gonna be sitting here and answer you guys questions for an hour or whatever the case may be. This first time I went live on YouTube, but it'll get better for sure, for sure. A small channel, but we growing, baby. We growing. Been at this for probably about 2 years. Been around 19, 2020, 21, probably 2 years for sure. I need to actually check. I need to check. But we growing, baby. We growing. We are so close to monetization. I actually have like 1,200 subs right now. So let's get to 1,300 guys. Appreciate all the support, like I stated earlier, from you guys, because I would have never been here if it was for you guys just watching me. It all started with an iPhone, which was this one. So that's why we on this iPhone 7. Yeah, appreciate you, Mr. or Miss Riley. I'm sorry. Um, yeah. So we just chatting right now, catching everybody up. The reason why I'm live is because my phone, I can't record a video on my phone and edit it and upload it because I don't have enough space on here. So just here chatting with you guys, catching everybody up. Mainly a car channel. I do some vlogs on here. I do some mainly how-tos and all of that, but mainly a car channel. I don't really do too much personal stuff on here, but I'm gonna get more. What do you call it? Get better at that. Go from there. Uh, Currently, we're in my messy room because I just moved everything out of my garage in North Carolina. I'm up here upstate New York, and I'm trying to figure out where I want everything to go. Like these photos need to still go up. This is actually my house. Got some more stuff. There's some more photos down there, but that's gonna sit there for now. I need to actually make up my bed. Well, no, it's almost bedtime. Forget what I just said. I'm using my vlogging stick right now, but my freaking camera thing, the little light thing died. Like, y'all can't even see it, but I have a little ring light that's attached to this thing, and it literally died. So I knew I should charge it. That's my own fault. Oh yeah, and this right here too. So all this stuff came from storage. It obviously can't sit in this closet like this. I need to make it look pretty. Probably gonna take everything out of these boxes and put it underneath the bed. That's probably the goal. But for now, I'm just trying to clean up, get right. If you guys have any questions while we do this, hey, feel free. If I'm be on here for an hour, because YouTube, before you get monetized, you should always at least have an hour's worth of content, like a full hour's worth. And I don't have a full hour's worth of on any of my videos. They're close, like 45 minutes and stuff, but not an hour. So this one for sure is going to be an hour, and it's going to be directly uploaded. Excuse me, on the channel, and then we'll go from there. So that was the last piece to the puzzle. And hopefully, guys, hopefully within, I'm kind of excited. Within a week or so, we should be looking at monetization. We should be. You know, that's the first step. Oh, yeah, I got a military ball coming up too, guys. Saturday, I got a short work week. I lied. It's actually on Monday. I mean, damn, I can't talk. It's actually on Friday. So I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The military bowl is on Friday, but I got a fast class that I'm in so that I can get my GT score. If you guys are military, you guys know what that is. Get my GT score higher, which actually allows me to go to specialty schools. And that's what I want to do. Sit you guys down like that. So, why did I get in the military? Hey, number one, like I told you guys earlier, I was a contractor, and from there, dang, I have no space. I can't even get in my own closet. Yeah, I was a contractor at first, but the benefits versus the pay didn't really match up, if that makes sense. So as a contractor, you get paid more up front, like they make good money an hour, but the benefits you kind of paying for them out your pocket. And I feel like after I would have paid for like benefits like medical, dental, all that stuff, like it would have broke, and I would have been about the same with what I make now. So I wound up switching over to being uniform, doing the same job. So I wound up going active duty. So I used to be National Guard, so the transition wasn't hard. Just looked at previous paperwork, gave me my same ranking, and I just went from there. So But the main reason why I'm back in the military is A, get my VA loan. VA loan can be used for a house. Guys hear me talk about this whole time in my previous videos. I want to move to Florida. I want to move to Florida. I definitely want to move to Orlando. And I want to get a house out there. I don't have to live in it, but I definitely want to at least get a house out there that I could rent out. Probably stay in like a little studio apartment. It's kind of like where I was at in North Carolina, like a little 1 bedroom, just enough for me. Granted, if I have kids, we all in the house. But for me right now, have an apartment and have someone pay my rent for the apartment and then pay the mortgage for the house itself. That is the goal. So I'm using my VA loan just to kind of get that foot in the door. You always want to invest money, guys. Invest money to make money. You can't just jump into something unless your grandfather then or unless you're rich. Somebody got a bag of money somewhere, your great grandfather, Uncle Joe, I don't know. But you're not going to be able to jump into a situation without any financial revenue expecting to make more money. Like it don't work. So that is this is really tough. I'm gonna take the stuff out of here. So that is kind of what I'm working on. Number two reason for me getting the military, I want to be an officer or lieutenant. Now, lieutenants, based on my years in the military, because they count all my prior um, military service in the Guard, I would make about 3, 4, 5, almost 2 grand more a month as a lieutenant, as a second lieutenant, than I would as what I am now, which is a sergeant. So it's not necessarily about me making more money. It's about me investing more money. So with my bills now, like per month, at my rate, and like I stay in the barracks, so I don't have to pay for any housing. I only pay my car note, my phone bill, my phone insurance. I mean my car insurance. Like those are my major bills, not counting like debts that I have to pay, but my major bills, and those come to I'm gonna just round it up to 1,000, and that leaves me with probably 14 to 1,600 after taxes, and I use that to invest. But what I wound up doing, I actually have not invested any of my money since I've been here in New York. I invested money when I was in Missouri, and what I plan on doing going forward after I figure out a rhythm on how to pay like my debts down, because credit is just as good as like money, if not better. I want to pull every 2 weeks. I want to pull at least I'll say $150 and throw it into my trading account. Right now, I use all my tax money. I threw that all into my trading account, and no, I lied. Actually, half, because the other half is just there. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. Cause like I said, I have 3 different brokers, so I put one with one broker, and that's what my broker that actually is a bot that trades for me. If you guys are curious about that, literally a bot that's trading for you, just hit my line. I'll definitely get you in touch with my people to get you right. And then, like I said earlier, guys, I have my other 2 bots. Excuse me, my other 2 trading accounts. One for US 30, and then one for just regular trading. Right? That's where you practice, make mistakes, and just go from there. So the whole goal, military, do my time, get out, but definitely get out with benefits. Definitely get out with benefits. That is very important to me, for sure. So actually, I'm just. You guys wonder what I'm doing right now? I have some clothes that's out right now that I'm actually putting up, but I'm about to take everything out of the closet, and not everything, but just the boxes and the bins, so that way I have more access to my hangers and stuff. So I got a whole bunch of crap here. What's some other benefits of me being active duty? TRICARE, I get my full GI Bill, which I don't need because I actually have degrees from the National Guard. But I get a full GI Bill if I want to go do a master's program. I can at their expense, and they can pay me BH. That might be the move. That might be the move. Find a college out in Florida somewhere. have my GL do pick up, have VA pay me, come pay me the rate of where I live. Uh, yeah, yeah. Oh, and one more thing. This is very important. If I have any military guys that's watching this, very important. Listen up. So make sure that you have a plan getting out the military when you're transitioning back into civilian world. Make sure that you, prior to getting out, maybe a month or two, that you're already looking at jobs. I have a job that's on demand for me. So if I ever get out of the military, that on demand job can be turned to full time, and I'm good to go. I'll never lose that job because I'm military. Also, number two, make sure that you guys are taking care of your body. Don't give the army your all just to get broken and get kicked out. If you are in the army or if you're just in any armed forces, make sure that you start building up your VA claim. I'm not talking about like fake stuff, just real stuff. Like this right here, I have a beard, right? But I have marks and all this stuff on my face from shaving. So shaving profile for one, that's allowing me to actually have facial hair in uniform, gives me a percentage for my disability. These little things is going to definitely help you when you get out the military because if you have at least 30% or more, you're going to be able to qualify for a check just through VA for medical for the rest of your life. Use that how you want it. You know how I'm gonna use it. We already talked about what I'm gonna do with all the rest of my monies. So make sure you guys are taking care of you for sure, especially transitioning out of here. Uh, that's the best advice I can give to military folks. Or if you want to do 20 years, there's nothing wrong with doing 20 years. Still, though, make sure that you document everything if you ever get hurt or anything like that, because the Army's not going to keep track of that. You have to keep track of that. So when you get out, you're all set. It's all good, buddy. All right. Ooh, I wonder what time it is. Okay. It is currently 10:12. It's currently 10:12. I don't know if you guys heard that. Wow, can't believe we're on the phone for 37, almost 40 minutes, just chatting. It's me and you guys right now. Me and my phone. But it's okay, because I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna look at this video and be like, hey, I made this. This is my first live video. And you had like one. Max had two viewers, and I was happy with that. Because I never do this, like off the fly stuff. Like live? Nah. I could pick up this phone and I could always record off the fly, but like knowing this live, like you can't edit this. Yeah, nah. It's all good though. Oh, this box is heavy. Whew, whew, whew. Okay. Alright. This is the car cover for the Corolla. Probably gonna get this away to somebody for the free ski because my Jeep is way too big for that. This is a creeper. Car guys, that's how you get underneath the car to do oil change without having to lay on the ground. You just roll it underneath there, flattens out, handle your business and roll it back out. It's pretty convenient. I got it as I don't know if it was a birthday gift or if it's just like a regular Christmas gift. I don't know. But shout out to Shauna. She got that for me. She'll be mad that I never put together. She don't think I'm gonna use it, but obviously it's still here years later. I'm gonna use that joint, girl. I'm gonna use it. Yeah. I'm gonna show you guys my closet. Give you guys a grand tour. This closet's small. It's all good. All right. So welcome to my itty bitty closet. Dirty clothes right here. Downy. I love. I use fabric softener. Don't judge me. I don't use regular detergent. I use fabric softener for my clothes because I love them to smell good. And it does wash the clothes, guys. So don't come after me. Got my bulletproof vest here. Little bag right there. That's actually a mini ruck. Sleeping system here. Got a regular ruck here. This one's actually broken. Needs to be. The straps are like fucked up. And some other military stuff there. All my dress clothes on this side, it actually needs to be organized because I got sweaters and mixed in with shirts. I don't like that. Jeans, belts, uh, fitness clothes, army fitness clothes, army winter jackets, army uniforms. One, two, three. After you're older, what do you call this? Winter top. These are the new service uniforms for the army. And then this one is the old service uniform. This is the old one. This is the new one as well. Up here, got these things called waffles. These are like long johns or thermals if you guys call it that, to keep you warm as crap. All this black crap here is just more fitness tops that I'll put on when it's cold. I'll double up. Have hats here, beanies, beret for my dress uniform, winter boots, like cold weather boots. These are my dress shoes, excuse me. And then in here is just a little miscellaneous stuff for my dress uniform that I keep in the bag so I don't get dusty, messed up, or anything like that. Yeah, so show you the catastrophe that I need to go through. Probably won't all do it on this video, but I'm just bringing you guys along with me because it's a mess. Oh yeah, hats here. I love my hat wall, door, thingy. Got these strands for like $8. Behind here, good old ring light. We actually use this um, for, what was my last video? If you guys haven't watched it, I actually had relationships with a married woman, no longer, but I used this ring light while I was making my famous guacamole, and it did its job. The video came out great. You guys go check that out. It has a lot of views on it. So my car stuff, more car stuff on the back. I have some car stuff down there too. That's car stuff. That box has car stuff. But yeah, car ramps right here. I don't know what that box is right there. I think that is the box for. Oh yeah, this box right here is actually my work computer, but I'm actually about to bring that back into supply because it does not work for me. I have some coolant for the Toyota, rest in peace. It's actually a jump box. GB20, I think it was like 70, $80. It does its job. It does its job for sure. Just make sure it's fully charged. Um, Mechanic gloves. There's an old hoodie I have now. It actually was a good hoodie, but it got dirty. Oiled on it. Some oil here. This is for the sunshade. Like I said, ramps, jack stands, miscellaneous stuff from the Toyota I actually need to go through. Got a table right here. Detailing buckets and detail box for when I wash and wax the car. Got another chair here. Boom. Up here, this is my brother's that he gave to me. It's like the moon. I feel like the moon is looking at the sun. And in my house, I had it like up like this, but it's so heavy. I'm kind of scared that it's gonna fall and break. So I don't know if I want to put this up anywhere yet. But I had it up just fine, like in my apartment. I had like the strips, the command strips on the top, bottom, side to side, and it was like the heavy 16-pound strips. They did a job well, so we'll go with that. Cologne. I promise you guys I'm not a druggie, just ibuprofen or cologne, Tylenol that I got from medical providers. Yeah, this is the case for the phone that we're using right now. Good old me right here. Private me, Sergeant me. My adopted mom that passed away, her ex-husband that passed away, keep them there in spirit. They watch over me. We didn't have the best relationship. And I'll have a life story video, but probably not this video because we're nearing 45 minutes. But I still respect her nonetheless because she adopted me. She didn't have to. Vaccination card. And as of today, today's March 5th, I believe, March 6th. I ain't gotta wear a mask no more, so there's no point. And I got the booster too. They trying to kill us. Shoe rack. Welcome to the shoe rack. Old school. Remember the National Guard? This is OCP print, ACU print, Army Combat Uniform print. Olaf. What's good, man? 60-inch. It's my brother's TV. It's mine now. This thing is flat. Boy, flat. Slim, thick with your cute A. Yes. These are all of the coins that I've won in the military. Great accomplishments. Battalion commander, sergeant majors gave those to me. throughout my years of service. Look down there, you see the two Xboxes. The black one is Xbox One, and the white one is Xbox 360 Classic. I'm actually gonna sell the 360. Just waiting for someone to get my offer because I'm not selling it for less than $100. No, I'm not because it works just fine. Down in here is a mess. I got all my games in there. Whoops. Yeah, I got all my games in there. And yeah, North Face bag. Shout out to Herman. He got this for me. Love it. Oh yeah. So I might have space under here. I can probably put the what do you call it? The extra bins under here. I got a little bit of space back there. I can move all this stuff around. It's just take up space and go from there. But we'll see. And here's my computer table. My steamer I bought from the last, actually when I graduated my NCO Academy. I actually got a steamer because I like to hand steam my clothes. I don't like wrinkles. And it works a lot better than this iron. Such a great upgrade. I got it, I think it was like $12 at Walmart or some crap like that. I don't remember. And I've just had this for years. This is probably $8. I got this from Family Dollar. I'm sure I did. Pretty sure. But they do their job, you know. I don't spend a lot of money on stuff as long as it works. That's me. Probably shouldn't have you guys looking at my mail, so I just won't go through this stuff. But good old mail, working. That's helpful stuff. This is what I use to actually get my uniform in order. Ribbons and stuff. Measurements. Shout out to you, Tania. Thanks for looking out. She let me borrow this book, but I don't think she ever wants it back. Yeah. Game night. Shout out to my guys in college. Y'all know what it was. We used to have multiple games in here. Yeah, yeah. Vacuum for this rug and that rug way over there. I always get salt on it. Alexa, bought that for myself. And these are actually all my little gloves that I have and my mask. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah. So, excuse me. The room is not terribly messy. It's just I don't have nowhere to put. If you were to walk in, you would see that it looks crazy. It just all of this in the middle needs to go, and everything will look better. Oh yeah, the shower. Let me show you guys the shower bathroom. This shovel, y'all. This shovel. I've had this for geez, like since my mom passed. I think I took it from her house, and it's been so clutch because in the wintertime when the toilet would get like a little stuck because it's front wheel drive and it's low, I would always have to shovel, be shoveling it out. So I don't ever throw this out. Like I'm gonna keep this forever. Like if I move my house, it's covered. Got all my cleaning stuff here and toilet paper there, toilet, shower. It really is like hotel style. It's pretty small. Actually, clean that shower does not look nice right there. It needs to be cleaned a little bit. It needs to look like that down there. So we'll get to that. But I take a shower first. But yeah, that is the tour of the room. Oh, this actually going to work on me tomorrow. It should not be sitting on the computer. I mean, in the same area that I have food that I cook at. So yeah, guys, don't look at that. Good old GP. Oh yeah, the windshield. I forgot to explain that. So the Jeep actually, the reason why I have two keys, but I only have one key physically with me. The other key is actually at the collision center because I picked up my Jeep. If you guys looked at the previous video, I actually got my windshield shattered by the hood. So New York out here has pretty. Let me turn this back around. New York out here has pretty crazy, weird weather. And in the winter time, this is what I've noticed. This is my first winter here, upstate New York. I'm from the city of New York, and it does not get like this. But it was so windy that the hood of my car was open because it has like a little, it's like hydraulic. It lifts up on its own because the hood itself is heavy. It was so windy that it kept pushing the hood up. It wasn't latching down. I didn't know that. It was not latching down, And then fucking driving down the road, had a little chick in my car, and the windshield, I mean the hood said, whoosh, bah. I heard it was a crack, and I said, "Oh, it was so bad, y'all. I will not forget that ever, cause like it flew back so quick. It was like a half a second. It was like, and it literally stayed there. Like it went past the hinges. It broke off the hydraulic part, and it was just like laying on the window. And I seen it shattered, and I was like, oh. So like when I'm driving, like I said, this is dangerous because there's cars behind me. It was a one way road going in one direction. Cars going another direction, kind of like country roads, suburb, whatever you want to call it. And all I could see was like this little opening at the bottom of the windshield towards the middle. So I'm kind of peeking, like looking underneath. It's like looking under the covers. Like I'm looking like this, so I could pull over, put my hazards on, everything. And luckily, no one got hurt, no accident, nothing. It was no accident that was it wasn't worse than the windshield, I'll say. I pulled over. I was able to close the hood, and it was able to latch down. It was able to latch down just long enough for me to get to back to the area that I live. You know. So the car itself. That's a whole nother story. The car itself was in. I was going back and forth with my insurance company for like almost a month, and then it was gone for another 4 weeks to the body shop. They had to order parts from the dealership, some from like outside places and all that. And when I finally got it back, I actually always had my spare key, but they got it back to me so late that the store closed. She was like, "Hey, if you just pay your deductible, which is $100, you can just come pick it up." And I told her, I was like, "Hey, I got my spare key. I'll just pick it up with my spare key, and I'll come back and get the regular key." This was 2 weeks ago. That's how busy I've been. I haven't been able to go back there and get the spare key, but I won't have time tomorrow. Speaking of, I only got like an hour lunch. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out because the truck needs oil change too. But other than that, yeah, truck is good. I just forgot to tell you guys that too. Definitely forgot about that. So it was the overheating issue and it was the freaking windshield. I don't know what was worse, the windshield or the overheating, because the windshield physically was so bad, yeah, that like police officers that's on base would like say something about it like constantly. And I would tell them like, hey, I'm kind of down to one car because the Toyota itself it's not working. And when the Toyota was working, it would work for like a day, and then it wouldn't want to start the next day. And I was just, it was very stressful. Like my hair thinning, my hair thinning. Like I would have lost all of my hair, all of it within that month. Terrible. So everything is getting better now, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna figure out where this is gonna go. We actually doing really good, guys. Wow, I'm shocked. We're doing really good though. So I've never done like a full update video like this before, guys. Like not this long. I don't think I ever brought you guys around with me while I'm doing little tasks and work like this. But hey, I definitely want to do more of these. Next time will be with more people to make it more fun. Like not necessarily people watching the video, more people in this video for sure. And we making it work, making it work for sure. But I'm not gonna let you guys go yet. Got like about another 10 minutes, but what I wanted to say is if there's any challenges that you guys want me to do going forward, definitely put it down in the comments. And for my car guys, if there's any car related how to's that you want me to do, try to keep it related to the Jeep because I don't have a Toyota anymore. Let me know. Or even just like simple how to's like replacing the bulbs and stuff like that. I've done that in my Buick before. That was the truck I had before the Jeep. Got a good clientele, good views on that for sure. So yeah, challenges and how to's. You guys just go out in the comments, or even if you don't want to post them here, definitely hit me up on Instagram. A lot of people for some reason always hit me up on Instagram about my YouTube videos instead of just commenting underneath. But hey, I check Instagram more anyway, so it doesn't bother me. I appreciate the support regardless. So yeah, I had a little bit of that burger left. About to finish that, guys, because I got bacon in my teeth, and I don't like having food in my teeth. I have to get like floss. Mm, mm. We're done. We're done. First thing I need to do is get all these freaking books and crap out of my kitchen area and sanitize this table. This freaking book is not clean. Mm. Got my MacBook. Appraisal offer from Carmax. Mm-mm. 19,600. I didn't think about that. Sorry guys, I actually forgot that was still on here. I was looking I went to CarMax and I got my truck appraised. Like I said, I was trying to trade it in for something that wasn't as expensive and that would cover like my negative equity. But I couldn't really find anything like that. But I still had the paperwork for it. The biggest thing that was most important for me was my payoff. My payoff versus what I was appraised for is kind of how you figure out the negative equity. And I'll explain that really quick for you guys. Really quick. So the truck's payoff amount is 22,000, right? We're just gonna say 22 because matter of fact 22.9, so we'll say 23, 23,000. We're gonna do 19,000. Actually, going the appraisal was 18.5, but we're gonna actually round it up to 19. So if you do 23 minus 19, that's 20. 1, 2, 3. It's about 4 grand in negative equity, right? That's the difference between the two. That's what you'll use when prices have to be rolled over. Is whatever your payoff amount, negative equity is payoff amount minus what your car is appraised for or what it is valued at. So mine is valued a little under 22, which is not bad for 2014. Still getting it right at 18.5. It's not bad. So I would have negative equity of 4 grand. So when you're looking at vehicles, you always want to keep that in mind. Like whatever the vehicle is worth, you have to add $4,000 or whatever your negative equity is into it to roll over. Because I still have an active lien holder. So get out of that is if you do a voluntary repossession, which I don't really recommend you do. I did it with my Buick before because I actually didn't want it anymore. It wasn't that I couldn't afford it. It's just the truck itself for what I needed it for. I had no use for it no more. I used it in Maryland when I worked out there. Moved back to North Carolina. My mechanic was local for my Toyota. The Toyota at that time was the most reliable, most practical, cheapest to maintain. So I got rid of the Buick. Had I kept the Buick, or had they just, I'll say, repossessed it, whatever can like actually like repossessed it like voluntary. Regardless, it's still gonna have negative equity, but it would have rolled over into my new loan. So the good thing about that, I had to do Capital One, and I paid the remainder off. It was like I think I owed like six. So it's valued way less than what it was sold for. They actually oversold it at the place that I got it from. It was valued way less. So my negative equity was a lot higher. So because of that, I was like, there's no way I'm rolling over like I think it was like 6 or 7 grand. So I wound up just paying that off. Like I made monthly payments and paid the 6 or 7 grand off because they sold the car at auction for what they got, which was like oof. The thing was like 18K, and they sold it for like 8 or 9. No, it was like 10 or 11. Whatever it was, just way less than what I bought it for. So like they got me good there. This time with this Jeep, it actually Jeeps hold their value. So that's why I make sure I got me a car, a vehicle that will hold its value a lot better than the other truck, the Buick. Um, but yeah, I didn't have to roll over that into a new loan because I paid it, and yeah, that was that. So just keep that in mind. I actually had a brain fart, but keep that in mind when you guys are looking at vehicles, especially if you already have a lien on one, and try to. If you do not want negative equity, just try to get a vehicle that's worth less than the current car you have, and including the options that not including the options you but let me say this again. So if you guys look into a vehicle and you have a vehicle that is already appraised, you have a value for it. You always want to look at, like, for example, 18.5 is what I got for my Jeep. I'm looking at stuff that's like at least 3, 4 grand cheaper, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. So that with the negative equity, it will balance out to 18K, and I'd probably have a lower payment because it's a tax break because you're trading your car in. You're not getting a brand new one. So definitely things to think about. But yeah, guys, for sure. Let me get out of here. A little bit of knowledge, a little bit of catching up with me. Keep you guys fingers crossed. Like I said, this hopefully this video right here is the video that will get us monetized, guys, to put us in that next tier, so that we could be the subscriber with 50K, or 20K, or for me, 5K monetized. That'd be beautiful, you know. But I'm looking at hopefully get monetized before 2K, and I think that's a hard, and that just means that a lot of people are watching my content. It's to watch views, and I love y'all for it. So yeah, let me get out here, clean up, guys. Appreciate you guys for listening to me babble and talk and do this on the fly. I'm not really a person to get on live, and I'm grateful for you guys. We're gonna be big. We're gonna do it up. All right, love y'all. Y'all stay safe. All right, let me log out of this joint. How do I stop it? Save. Dang, I don't even know how to stop this thing. Um, touch is right. Okay. Ooh, why I used this before? Oh well. Save, share, create post, share a post, create post. What is this? Share. We're still on here, guys. I'm sorry. I don't even know how to freaking do this crap. All right.